I did talk to somebody close to Warski, and I asked the tough question, all right? I asked, what is going on? All right, what is happening right now? Okay? And basically what I got is like the default answer, which is just like it's a it's a scorn lubber essentially, or a scorn former like mod or friend of Andy that like is mad at Andy because Andy wouldn't talk to him or some shit. That's what I got. And then I inquired more, chat, but they didn't give me more. Unfortunately, they didn't give the Sen more. So we're gonna have to put this shit together, piece by piece, with the Senny squad. Kyler Ren. The Vegas trip was mid 2023. Andy was sober for a year. It's not like PPP and Warski were wide swapping and preaching form the mound how they wouldn't do shit. They aren't hypocrites like Nick. Like, is it degenerate? Yeah, but it's like 10% of any of the sector. That's kind of how I was looking at it. And somebody was like, well, if you're gonna steal all the casino shit, you might as well say, hey, if you donate a good amount, you'll become a mod. Or some shit. So I guess that's there too. Okay, grifting and shilling out of the way. I don't actually expect anybody to do this. Back to a regularly scheduled program, all right? This is what I'm saying, all right? The people calling PPP and Warski out, that's one of the biggest problems. Because they all, one thing that these idiots all have in common, aside from RTU, I don't know where RTU stands, but that's the one thing everybody that's going ahead and pushing these gotcha on it is they all think Ralph is a king. Okay? Like, I don't have any beef with Ralph per se. Okay? Look. Like, aside from the fact that he's a little bitch and he blocked me because I said, ha ha ha, Ralph, you got owned by Flamenco. He's a pedo. Ha 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 ha. I literally said that in passing as a joke, and then that's what got me blocked. Cool. Awesome. Aside from that, I don't really hate this guy. I've heard a lot of shit about him, so I might have to, like, because I heard he was on some Melton shit. If he's on some Melton shit, you know what should happen to him. But regardless, he still has a pretty bad rep. He still is like one of the major hypocrites in this entire thing. So it's like, if you're gonna champion Ralph, right? I mean, never mind Nick, all right? If you're gonna champion Nick, that's one of the things that stood out in the Godwinson fucking 2-hour fucking cute little recital he was doing. It was he was like, Nick Ricata is a king. Ethan Ralph is a king. It's like, Wiggo, what are you talking about? Kings of what? Dopamine? Not even dopamine. Coke. You know? And good old, what does Nate call it? Cocaine. That bullshit. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, if you're gonna get the gotcha on Warski and fucking PPP, right? Can you at least not champion Ralph or Nick Ricotta? Like, it's like, that's not only is that very gay, but as also very, like, it kills your point. It's like you're trying to get the gotcha on the casino, but you're championing somebody that's two people that are astronomically worse than the casino. Like, you know, not only that, oh my god, now I'm starting to unravel and see there's so many fucking problems with this shit. And I'm trying, I'm suffering, alright? I'm trying. I need more of you people to help me out here and let me know what I should be, yeah, look here, bitch. I need to know. Kino Casino addressed the Vegas thing already. They said, yeah, we were degenerate, did some degenerate stuff. I don't think it's career ending or any kind of big gotcha. Like, they're trying to compare to Ricada, but like the thing with Ricada is he's a child abuser, he's a drug addict, he's a fucking pathological liar. He's apparently he hacks into people's accounts. You know, he has sex while his children are in the other room. Like, again, it's like, how can I even begin? And don't even get me started on fucking Ralph. Holy shit. How do I make the comparisons between Ethan Ralph and Nick Ricotta to Warski and PPP? It's like, well, how do I do that? Also, do they moral crusade? Do they do moral shit? I mean, I don't know if they do. I guess, like, if I'm really looking at it, the biggest thing you could do, you could kind of do like a little bit of a hypocrisy angle. But again, you can't be championing Ralph and fucking Ricotta if you're doing that. That just cancels it out. It's like, Wigga, why do you care? Like, why do you care if Warski had like one relapse or some shit? If you have Ralph who has infinite relapses, Rakota who has infinite relapses, right? It's like, why do you care if like, well, I don't, okay, to be fair, I don't think PPP's a cuck if he did film that shit, all right? Because right now we're still operating off of like, I think they even asked this Kyler guy, oh, well, how, like, where's the proof of this shit? And he's like, I think Kyler Ren or whatever was like, well, I have 5 people that agree with me. So it's like, bro, that's just like, what the fuck? That's just like, take me at face value. But even if you want us to take you at face value, okay, well, like, what is it? Like, it's still like, at most you can say PPP's a cuck, I guess, but I don't think he was cuck. If anything, I think it's like the other thing, which is like, PPP, I can see PPP gathering dirt on people because, I mean, again, when you're sector born, right? Charitability! If you want to give charitability to PPP, you could just be like, well, he was backstabbed by Surfer. Well, he was backstabbed by fucking Godwinson, so maybe he does want a little bit of insurance policy in case fucking Warski backstabs him. Alright, at most, maybe. But I don't think fucking PPP is an actual cuck. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm a super fan or anything. It's just like, I don't see it. Like, I can't see, there's no cuck-like symptoms, right? Godlesson himself abuses drugs. Perpecipity is a man who likes men. I mean, he's a homosexual. So their outrage about whores that look like men doing drugs is hollow. Okay. See, that's another thing. I need you guys to let me know about this shit. All right. I'm new to this, okay, but I have thank you, really appreciate the 41107s as well, appreciate that. But yeah, this is what I mean. I'll say this though, right? Again, no sweeping, but I gotta say one thing. The one thing I do agree with Ralph on with this whole thing doesn't even relate to the Kino Casino. Funny enough, it relates to Warski's girlfriend. All right, unless you're saying that she's talking for Warski and PPP, this has nothing to do with the casino. This is the one thing I kind of agree with Ralph on. Rarely I will agree with Ralph on anything. This is the one thing he says, here's Andy Warski's medhead girlfriend. Literally, she admitted that. Who he imported from Australia. Brub. Also, literally, crying about people speaking on their personal lives. Yeah, because the casino never does that. The difference is all true. So this is the honest about what, all the lies being told about us. And even if it was true, okay, Liana, from experience, okay? Never say even if. Even if is not the phrase you want to use. I take it from experience, and I've seen it time and time again as well. Do not use that phrase, because that means that it is true. That is like the telltale sign that it is. All right. Still, not, I mean, personally speaking, I don't know, that might be my, like, just looking at this without having a hate boner for Kino, because that's another thing that I've noticed. A lot of these people that are going at Andy and PPP and shit, like, they have some personal bias together. They have some personal, like, irritation, you know? Like, Ralph obviously hates them for obvious reasons. Godwinson didn't get the 3rd chair like he wanted to, so now he's bitter and he's angry. He tries to mask it in his cute little, again, suit. Very nice, brother. I mean, it's like RTU, Review Tech, which, by the way, I thought this was really funny. Rich, of all people, like, I don't know, man, like, that's fucking Rich of Review Tech. Another shitty father, lol cow, you know, maggot.